YouTube Famery, what is good? I just meditated for a little over 50 minutes. It's something I do every morning now that we're in quarantine and I actually have the time to get really present every morning. It's such an amazing feeling. I do my practices every day and then I go outside and life is just so simple. Life is just so easy right now. This must be like the season of recovery and healing for a lot of people because I just can't help but feel just blessed right now, and I also can't help but feel this is just a testament to everything I'm doing and all the practices that I'm keeping on top of. When you do what you're supposed to do, which is simply just, the basics of being a human being, you're covering all your needs. And just even the wind is so nice to experience. It's like this dopamine type detox lifestyle where I'm not, heavily killing sources of dopamine. I'm not like a Nazi about it. I'm just simply aware where, I'm using things in excess and I'm stopping that. And to come full circle, it's just like you end up feeling so much more human and here, and things are just a lot less complicated when you decide to make them less complicated and you decide to just, like I said before, just sit still. And it's funny because I've always meditated before for like 5 to 10 minutes every day. I did that for like a year, and it would help my cognitive performance in school, at work. I was able to focus better and I did feel pretty good. But up until recently, I started to really dial in because I had the time for one, but those longer sessions. I really encourage all of you to try sitting for 30 minutes or more in the morning before you start your day and just see how it impacts your day in a way where you have more patience, you have more just discipline over your disciplines, and you just feel happier. You just feel more in control. You feel a lot more grounded and a lot more present. But that's totally what I've been experiencing this past week. I started meditating for about 30 minutes, and then I started increasing it to the point where I'm about a little over an hour now. That's what I try to aim for most days. And then another thing about meditation that's helped me is before I used to set a timer. Let's say when I was doing 10 to 15 minute meditations, I would set a timer for 15 minutes and then I would sit there until the alarm went off for the 15 minutes. And the problem with that was my mind was so caught up in waiting for that alarm to sound that it did not help me whatsoever. And I felt very busy. I felt very impatient just waiting for that damn alarm to go off. I was like, okay, this is like the longest 15 minutes ever. So what I did to flip that whole situation around and help me out is I started just setting a stopwatch timer. So I would press start and then it would start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And so on. And that's a whole lot better because now I just sit there with no alarm to wake me up. And it's up to me when I feel my soul, my psyche feels, okay, this is enough, we can stop. Then I'll just tap the cell phone on and I'll stop the timer. And that has worked so much better because now it's like my intuition tells me when to stop, not a timer, right? Not an alarm. So that in and of itself has helped my meditation practice immensely. It's just listening to my own gut of when I feel I've had enough, and not like those initial impatient when you're first sitting there and you want to end it. You sit through all that too, but you'll know intuitively when you just come to this present fulfilled moment in the practice, and then you can call it for that sit. You're like, all right, that's enough. We're good. And that's what I've been doing. But I encourage you because I've been feeling immense benefit from the longer sits and the longer meditation sessions, in conjunction with semen retention, of course, because I have also been cultivating quite a streak, this streak, because I recently got very serious. Um, I think it's just the time. I think it's just time. You know, it's like all of this that's going on in the world. I can't help but feel like this is all of our call to action to really dial in with our practices as men and just come back to our strength, because the world needs strong men right now more than ever. And that's why I like to share all this with you guys. It's like, man, get that glow, get that power, get that strength, get that control. Feel comfortable in your own body. You know, you don't have to feel anxious. There's a lot of things we can do as men to just feel absolutely just incredible, absolutely happy. And it's totally worth it. It's a practice worth disciplining over and over. So get on it. All right. Much love. I'm out. Have a good day. Peace.